As I've been sharing more of my story, I realize that healing often begins when we're willing to be honest about where we've been. This is another part of mine. As a little girl, labels were placed on me that I would grow up to be like my grandmother. Before I even knew who I was, people were telling me who I would become. And eventually, I stopped questioning those words and I started to believe them. My grandmother was beautiful, she was charismatic, and had a presence that filled the room. From my perspective, as a little girl, it seemed like her beauty and sensuality gave her influence and got her the attention that she wanted. I admired her, so I wanted to be just like her. The more time I spent with her, the more I began shaping my identity around what I thought made a woman valuable. I believed my worth was found being the prettiest girl in the room. I believed that if I could capture the attention of men, then I had value. I learned to measure myself by how many eyes were on me instead of who I was. So on the outside, people probably thought that I was very confident, but on the inside, I was so anxious and insecure and constantly striving. I didn't trust people because I had built my identity on something that could literally disappear overnight. Beauty became a burden that I was terrified of losing. As I got older, that identity led me to places I never thought I'd go. I spent nights in bars, I loved to dance, I chased the life I thought would finally satisfy me. And that's where Jesus met me. He didn't wait until I had cleaned myself up. He met me in the middle of my mess, and he lovingly began to pull me out. And for the first time, I realized I didn't want people's attention anymore. I wanted a healed heart. I wanted people to know me, not just notice me. And after God saved me, I carried so much guilt over who I had been. I knew Jesus had forgiven me, but I struggled to forgive myself. And so for a long time, I thought if I dressed extremely modest or lived by enough rules, maybe I could somehow repay God or prove that I had changed. But over time, God broke those chains too. He showed me that my acceptance before Him wasn't based on my past or even on my performance after salvation. It was based on the finished work of Jesus. The Holy Spirit had already changed my heart. Looking back, I realized the enemy wanted me to believe that my value was in my appearance. And God has spent many years teaching me that my value has always been in being His daughter. So if you have ever believed that your worth depends on your beauty or your body or the attention that you receive or someone else's approval, I want to be the person to tell you that your freedom is possible. The deepest healing comes when you finally realize that you don't have to spend your life trying to be seen by other people when you've already been seen by God. You are fully seen, fully known, and fully loved by Jesus.